That really could have gone so wrong, couldn't it? Wow. 1-0 down. What a goal by Ellingson, I think it was, 22 minutes in. Unbelievable goal. And then I was so nervous thinking, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? We saw Man United lose in the Champions League and you're just thinking, how have they done that? And then you take the mick out of it and then your own team plays and you're losing 1-0 against Molde. Molde. I'm not great at pronouncing names, as you guys know, but thankfully, we've gone on to win the game technically 2-0 because the other 3 goals were scored by their own players. 2 own goals to make it 2-1. I mean, wow. We don't like to make it easy for ourselves, do we? So, yes, we went 1-0 down. Yes, it was embarrassing. Yes, we went in at half-time, the better team for sure, but we weren't winning the game, which is frustrating. However, if you look at the stats, I'm looking at all of the stats now. Possession-wise, we've had 60% almost, so 58% there. We've had 16 shots, 16 chances as well. So every chance we had resulted in a shot, pretty much. 1 big chance, apparently. These are FOTMob stats. I don't know what qualifies as a big chance, considering we did score 4 goals. Loads more passing than them. They fouled us more. We had 7 corners. We had a bunch of other chances throughout the game that really should have resulted in goals. We had a goal that was ruled offside twice. We've had 2 goals ruled offside. Saka hitting the post in one of them. And, crazy game, really. There could have been many, many, many more goals. Thankfully, we managed to get 4, although we only scored 2 of them. Straight away, my man of the match is that man himself, Pepe. Goal and an assist. Why he isn't starting in the league, I don't know. Look, Arteta, I love you, man. Arteta is brilliant. I love him. Great manager. He's done a few things that are a bit questionable recently, but on the whole, we've been massively better under Arteta. Maybe not points-wise. If we've not really excelled in terms of winning more points under Arteta, but we've won the FA Cup. We've looked like a better team. We have, I think, a much better team chemistry. And basically, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, but what I'm trying to say is, one thing that I'm finding very frustrating with Arteta is the Pepe situation. He seems to get the odd game. It doesn't make sense to me why he's not getting more time, especially in the Premier League. Against Manchester United, where, fair enough, we got the win, so the tactics weren't necessarily wrong. However, if Pepe was playing at Old Trafford, I think we would have won that game a lot more comfortably, maybe a 2-3-0 win. Willian was a big part of us looking a bit more slow going forward, I think, at Old Trafford. Obviously, he hit the bar as well. I think Pepe would have scored that chance. So, in general, I think we would have been better off with Pepe in the team. And then we go straight back into the Europa League. And yes, the quality is obviously lower. This isn't a Manchester United game at Old Trafford. This is Molde at home. But he performs. He's a good player. We know Pepe's got talent. We know what he's capable of doing. But if he doesn't get the game time, if he doesn't get the consistency, we're not going to see it in all competitions. So please, Mikel Arteta, see the light. Pepe on the right. Saka on the left if you want. Just someone else on the left other than Aubameyang, because we want him through the middle. If you really want to play Willian, put him on the left. It makes sense, I think, to put Pepe and Aubameyang up front in this front 3 in their correct positions. Striker, right wing. It works. So I really hope we see that against, I think it's Villa next, isn't it? And then it's the international break. And by the way, breaking news, there are reports that the pay-per-view TV broadcasting stuff is coming to an end after the international break. So can we all just have a round of applause if you didn't buy these pay-per-view matches? Who wants to watch bloody Burnley versus Southampton for £14.95? It's not going to happen. Actually, Southampton are pretty good to watch, and Burnley can be, but you kind of get what I mean. Thankfully, that scheme seems to be coming to an end, so we won. Especially the Newcastle fans. You guys know who you are. They donated the £15 that they would have spent to charity, and I love that. It just goes to show that when we all get together and support not taking on these terrible, greedy schemes, then we can make a difference. So it seems like they're scrapping it. Hopefully those games that would have been pay-per-view will now be just free to watch. We're in a pandemic. The least we could do, if the football is continuing, is show it on TV for everyone to watch while they're stuck in their homes. Come on, man. But yeah, Pepe, man of the match for me. I think he got pretty much a 9 out of 10 rating tonight. So really impressive. But very close second for me, Willock. Reports are, and I haven't seen it myself, someone mentioned it in the stream. Dom, if you're watching, thank you for that. He said that apparently Willock wants a loan. He wants to play football. And I totally understand if that's the case. He's a baller. This Willock kid he's going places, you know. We've got Saka as well doing so well. We've got so many great young players, and Nketiah is another one, although he didn't score tonight. Technically, he should have had a goal. Don't know if I'll agree with most people on that one, saying that it was offside. Yeah, let's talk about that one really quick, because Nketiah was in on goal and tapped it in. Willock right behind him in front of the keeper, technically obstructing. I don't know. He wasn't offside, Nketiah. So it's a bit of a tough one. No VAR, of course. If we're going to use VAR, just use it. In all competitions, just get it done. It's European football. You would expect it to be done. But back what I was saying, Willock was outstanding today. He's a goal scorer from midfield. And what are we lacking? A goal scorer from midfield, a creative player, a driven player that drives forward. Literally, he is driven. He is so good. I really, really like him. But again, we're playing against lesser opposition in the Europa League right now. Can he do this in the Premier League? That is the question. But I really liked the 4-3-3, although Xhaka pretty much played as a left centre-back at times, and we were going between the 4-3-3 and the 3-4-3. It was very... That sounds so confusing, doesn't it? The 4-3-3 into a 3-4-3. It was constantly moving. It's very difficult to play against, and of course for the opposition manager as well, to try and nail what Arteta's doing with the team. It's almost impossible, I would argue. Let's talk about every player, because Leno started, did well today. I see a lot of comments, people saying, where's Runarsson? This is a good thing. You know, Runarsson is a player that's going to be here for a while. He's still relatively young, and I think for whatever reason, maybe he didn't start today, but will get more games. But the fact that we want to see Runarsson when we've got a player like Leno, that's a good thing. We've clearly done well in the goalkeeping department to bring Runarsson in, because he does look good. But Leno was solid. Maitland-Niles had a very decent game. He's very, 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 very versatile, as we know. And I like him a lot at right back. I honestly see him as a right back. That's just me. Mustafi was solid. David Luiz was solid. Kolasinac. I should really get some sort of like clown mask. That'd be quite funny. Just put on the mask as soon as I talk about Kolasinac. Look, he wasn't awful tonight, but he missed an open goal. Literally couldn't miss. I don't know how he missed. My grandma would have scored that, and she's got arthritis. There's no way you're telling me that a professional footballer on 150 grand a week, worth 15 million pounds to Leverkusen, he almost went in the summer. How are you missing that? Weak foot or not? I don't care. You've got to score that. It's shocking. He's just a bad player. He's got to go. Ceballos was very, very smooth in midfield. Every time he gets the ball, he's got his head up. I love to see that. And Xhaka, commanding captain's performance. Really impressed with him. We've talked about Pepe. And Nketiah had not his best game, but could have scored. Did score, but it was ruled out for offside. I don't know about Nketiah, because he doesn't strike me as a striker that's going to be good up top on his own. I feel like he'd be maybe better off with another striker to bounce off from, but he's still a great young player. And then Willian was okay today. I don't think he really offers too much. I know why we signed him. It's a good deal. It's for free. We paid probably 5 to 10 million for an agent fee and a sign-on fee. But to bring in an experienced player like that that's won every competition, like it's good. It's good off the pitch just as much as it is on the pitch. But he definitely slows us down a little bit. I would have liked to have seen a Reece Nelson in today, but of course he wasn't fit. So in general, very, very good win. You could tell that Ole used to manage Molde. Oh my God, defensively they were all over the place at some points in the game. But it's a difficult one, because what are you expecting when you go to the Emirates against a pretty strong side? I mean, to be fair, it's not far off our first team, really, is it? Maybe 5 or 6 changes, but players that are near enough to being in the team. So it wasn't the kids, you know? So I don't think they could have expected much more. But to get a goal and to give away 2 own goals, it's very unlucky. They could have come away with a better result tonight. Whether or not they're going to make it through in this group stage, I don't know. But I did see that Dundalk lost 4-3 to Rapid Vienna. So at this point in time, I don't know who's going to be coming in second place, but I'm pretty confident that Arsenal will win this group. I would expect to win every game, to be honest. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming games. Of course, I'll be live every Thursday that we play in the Europa League over on Facebook Gaming, along with all of the Premier League. Every single Arsenal fixture, basically, live on Facebook Gaming. I do these watch-alongs. I love it. Tonight we had over 200 people watching. I'd love it if more of you would come out next time. Make sure you just follow the page. And I post my stream schedule in my open Discord, discord.gg/mgh. I also post it on Twitter every Monday, and you can see my stream schedule. It includes the Arsenal games. But that has been another win. Another successful night in Europe, another good result. I'm very pleased with the performances. Pepe, man of the match. He better start in the next game. You listening, Arteta? Start Pepe.